The sage Sudji said to his followers, "O sages!" Hearing this description related to creation, Manu again appealed to Lord Janardhan. "O Madhusudan! Now describe the character of the Manus born earlier." Matsya Bhagwan said, "O Rajendra! Now I am describing the Manvantars, the complete character of the Manus, the reign of each of them, and the stories of creation during their time in brief. You listen to it attentively and calmly. O Martandan! In ancient times, in the Manvantar of Swayambhuva, there were gods named Yam. The sages like Marichi, Atri, were the Saptarshis. These were the 10 sons named Agnidhra, Agnibahu, Sa, Savan, Jyotishman, Dyutiman, Havya, Medha, Medhatithi, and Vasu of that Swayambhuva Manu, from whom the expansion of the lineage happened. By creating all of them in successive order, they attained the supreme state. This is the description of the Swayambhuva Manvantar. Now listen to the story of the Manu named Swarochisha after this. Swarochisha Manu had 4 sons, Nabha, Nabhasya, Prasuti, and Bhanu, who were all as radiant and glorious as the gods. In this Manvantar, these sages Dutt, Nishchavan, Stamp, Pran, Kashyap, Eava, and Brihaspati were mentioned as the Saptarshis. In this Swarochisha Manvantar, the gods were famous as the Tushit, and the 7 sons of Prajapati, namely Hastindra, Sukrit, Murti, Aap, Jyoti, and Smay, were mentioned. This is the description of the second Manvantar. After this, I am describing the Uttam Manvantar, which is auspicious. In this Manvantar, there was a Manu named Uttam, who had 10 sons. Their names were Ish, Urj, Tarj, Shuchi, Shukra, Madhu, Madhav, Nabhasya, Nabhas, and Sah. Among them, the youngest Sah was extremely magnanimous and expansive in fame. In this Manvantar, there were gods named Bhavana, and 7 sages called Kokurundi, Dalbhya, Shank, Pravahan, Shiva, Sith, and Samit. These 7 were extremely energetic and promoters of yoga.
The 4th Manvantar is known as the Tamas. In this Tamas Manvantar, there were 7 sages named Kavi, Prithu, Agni, Akapi, Kapi, Jalpa, and Dhiman, and the gods were called Sadhya. The 10 sons of Tamas Manu were named Akalmash, Dhanvi, Tapomul, Tapodhan, Tapurti, Tapasya, Tapodyuti, Parantap, Tapobhogi, and Tapoyogi. They were all dedicated to righteous conduct and were expansive in lineage. Now listen to the narrative of the 5th Revat Manvantar. In this Manvantar, these 7 sages were Devbahu, Subahu, Parjanya, Somp, Muni, Hiranyaroma, and Saptashva. The gods were known as Amurtaraja, and all 6 types of beings were devoted to virtuous deeds. Arun, Tattavdarshi, Vittavan, Havyap, Kapi, Yukta, Nirutsuk, Sattva, Nirmoha, and Prakashak were the 10 sons of Revat Manu, all endowed with righteousness, prowess, and strength. After this, in the 6th Chakshush Manvantar, there were 7 sages named Bhrigu, Sudhama, Viraja, Sahishnu, Nag, Vivasvan, and Atinama, and the gods were famous as Lekha. Similarly, in that Manvantar, there were 5 divine forms known as Lekha, Ribhav, Ribhadya, Varimul, and Devokas. Just as I told you about the lineage of Swayambhuva Manu, that he had 10 sons, in the same way, the Chakshush Manu also had 10 sons named Ruru, etc. Thus, I have introduced you to the Chakshush Manvantar. Now, I am describing the 7th Manvantar, which is known as Vaivasvat. In this Manvantar, Atri, Vasishtha, Kashyap, Gautam, Yogi, Bharadwaj, Pratapi, Vishwamitra, and Jamdagni, these 7 great sages are present even now. These 7 sages establish righteousness and eventually attain the supreme state. In the Vaivasvat Manvantar, there are 7 gods called Sadhya, Vishvedeve, Rudra, Marut, Vasu, Ashwini Kumar, and Aditya. Vaivasvat Manu also had 10 sons like Ikshvaku, etc., who are famous in the world. In this way, in all the Manvantars, there are 7 sages each who establish righteousness and eventually attain the supreme state. O King of Men! Now I am describing the future Savarani Manvantar. In this Manvantar, there will be 7 sages named Ashwathama, Shardvan, Kaushik, Galav, Shatanand, Kashyap, and Ram, Parshuram. Savarani Manu will have 10 sons named Thriti, Varyan, Yavas, Suvarna, Vrishti, Charishno, Idya, Sumati, Vasu, and Parakrami, it is said. In the same way, the descriptions of other future Manvantars like Rocha and others have also been given. At that time, Prajapati's son Rocha Manu will be famous, and similarly, the son of Bhutika will be called Bhautya Manu. After them, Brahma's son Meru Savarani Manu will be famous. Besides them, 3 other Manus named Rit, Ritadhama, and Vishwaksen will also be born. O Lord of men! Thus, I have narrated the accounts of past and future Manus to you. This earth is covered by 994 cycles. Practically each Manu's tenure lasts for 71 Divya Chaturyugas. In this way, they keep being born and destroyed at the end of their respective durations, creating the entire animate and inanimate world, and eventually attain liberation with Brahma at the time of cosmic dissolution. O best of the twice born! In this way, all these Manus continue to be born and destroyed at the end of 1,000 yugas, and Brahma and the other gods attain Vishnu's abode, and they will continue to do so in the future as well.
This concludes the 9th chapter of Mahamantsya Puran.